Flight 123 was scheduled for a routine departure from the night airport. The plane roared. Down the runway, lifting into the dark sky with the soft glow of the runway lights fading beneath. Families, tourists, and business travelers watched city lights shrink below, unaware that within minutes, their lives would hang by a thread. The hum of the engines filled the cabin, mingling with soft chatter. And the click of seatbelts. Flight attendants moved up and down the aisles, performing their final safety checks, smiling politely, hoping no one could sense the subtle tension building in the air. Outside, the night sky seemed calm, but inside the plane, a quiet anticipation lingered, a calm before a storm no one could yet see. Passengers settled into their seats, some reading, others gazing out the window at the darkness below. The hum of conversation blended with the low vibration of the engines, a comforting rhythm, or so they thought. A young couple clutched hands nervously, a businesswoman reviewed documents on her tablet, and children fidgeted with toys. Flight attendants moved gracefully, demonstrating the safety procedures, unaware that the cabin's usual calm would soon be replaced by panic. Outside, stars twinkled and clouds drifted silently past. Inside, the plane carried over 500 lives each, heartbeats syncing with the gentle rise and fall of the aircraft. But fate was patient, and its storm was about to strike. Minutes into the flight, the plane shuddered violently, a deep, unnatural vibration running through the fuselage. The engine sputtered once, then again. Alarms rang sharply, echoing across the cabin. Passengers clutched armrests, hearts pounding. Whispers of fear grew into soft cries. Flight attendants tried to reassure them, but even their voices trembled. Overhead bins rattled, bags shifted, the plane tilted slightly to the left, then right, testing everyone on board. The pilots gripped the controls, eyes scanning the instruments. Every decision was critical. The engines stuttered again, forcing a lurch through the cabin. Time slowed. Each breath felt heavy, each heartbeat echoed in the ears of terrified passengers. For the next 3 minutes, the aircraft became a battleground between human will and mechanical failure. In the cockpit, chaos reigned. Warning lights flashed relentlessly. The plane groaned under stress, responding sluggishly to every correction. Captain and co-pilot worked in unison there, eyes darting between gauges, controls, and the horizon. Commands were issued calmly, with precision. But tension crackled in the air like static electricity. The mountains loomed in the distance, yet time was slipping through their fingers. Every adjustment could save or end lives. Outside, the wings rocked, struggling to stay level. The pilots' voices, calm but urgent, guided the passengers through the they could barely comprehend. Fear consumed the cabin, screams erupted. Children cried, adults whispered prayers, some clutched loved ones tightly, others stared blankly, frozen in disbelief. Flight attendants moved desperately to calm the chaos, reassuring passengers, checking seatbelts and bracing themselves against the violent shakes. Bags slid across the floor, overhead lights flickered. The hum of the engines was now a mechanical growl, each vibration a reminder of the uncertainty outside. Hearts raced, breaths shortened. Time stretched into what felt like hours as the plane fought gravity and fate itself. The mountains appeared ahead like silent giants. Pilots struggled to keep the plane steady. Every second a life or death decision. The aircraft dipped dangerously as they fought to navigate the terrain. Outside, clouds swirled violently. The faint light of the moon cast shadows on the jagged peaks below. Inside, passengers gripped armrests and prayed, some murmuring hurried goodbyes to loved ones. Every adjustment of the controls, every throttle change carried enormous weight. Mountains loomed, imposing and unforgiving, yet the human spirit refused to yield. The plane and those aboard teetered on the razor's edge between survival and catastrophe. Impact became inevitable. The fuselage shuddered violently. Smoke filled the cabin. Oxygen masks dropped from above. Passengers screamed, braced, and clung to whatever they could hold. The aircraft scraped and bounced along rocky terrain. Windows cracked, debris flew in slow motion chaos. Yet amid the terror, courage sparked. Some passengers helped others, holding hands, shielding children, offering comfort in a moment where fear threatened to overwhelm every soul. Every heartbeat was a drum of suspense, every breath a reminder that survival depended on hope and action in equal measure. Finally, the plane came to rest, shattered but intact enough to allow escape. Survivors crawled out of wreckage, clutching one another. Smoke rose in the night air, mingling with the cold. Mountain wind. Emergency responders arrived quickly, guiding the injured to safety. Helicopters hovered above, searchlights cutting through the darkness. Rescue teams moved swiftly, tending to the wounded and comforting the shaken. Against all odds, lives had been spared. Courage, quick thinking, and determination had turned a disaster into a story of survival. Flight 123 would forever be remembered not for the crash alone, but for the bravery and resilience of those aboard. The human spirit had endured the impossible, clinging to hope in the darkest night. Stories like these remind us of life's fragility and the courage hidden within ordinary people. Subscribe for more stories that echo and shine.